Hello beautiful people, if you're new here, hello beautiful people, welcome back, welcome to another one of my videos. If you're new here, my name is Bella, I'm 16 years old, and I just make little videos for funsies. Today is, I don't want to say drama video because it's not drama, I don't want drama, but it's just talking about something that's been bugging me, and I feel like I can't really talk to anyone else about it without starting some kind of animosity between me and the person who I'm going to be talking about, which I don't want. I don't want any like animosity or anything like that. And she doesn't have my YouTube, so I think I should be fine, but who knows. And if she does end up watching this video, I really don't want any issues. This has been bugging me, so I just wanted to talk about it. Anyways, yeah, so as you guys know, I started at this new school after going to one in-person high school and then switching out to online school, and then now I'm back at in-person school, but at a different school than what I originally went to freshman and sophomore year, or like freshman and halfway through sophomore year, and then the other half I did online. But now I'm a junior and I'm back at regular high school. But yeah, so the school that I go to now is the same school that like one of my like closest best friends goes to. We've been friends since 8th grade. She's super awesome. Love her a ton. We've been through some phases together, okay? We've seen some craziness. We're now both juniors. But yeah, we're locked in, okay? We're like this. We talk about like everything. I love her so freaking much. And going to the school with her, I was gonna be able to see her all the time again. And so I was like, yay! Oh my gosh, this is amazing. Like, this is freaking amazing. I'm gonna get to see her all the time. This is so cool. And sorry, it looks like something in my tooth. That's embarrassing. Anyways, so like meeting her friends and stuff, it's kind of awkward because I just kind of feel like she's like established in her friends, and then there's me. Like, there's her friend group, and then there's me. And I just kind of feel like I'm on like the outside of it, which I know that she doesn't mean for it to be that way. Like, I know that if I brought it up to her and was like, hey, I kind of feel this way, she'd be like, oh my gosh, what the heck, like, why didn't you bring this up to me sooner, blah blah blah, whatever. And you know, it would change. But I just feel strange with like the whole dynamic, and I don't want to bring it up to her and then her feel like she can't hang out with her friends or like something like that. So I don't know, just keeping it to myself. It doesn't really bother me all that much. I just don't like it when they're kind of mean to me, because some of them can be kind of rude. But other than that, I don't really mind. You know, I really don't really mind it, as long as they're not rude. Anyways, yeah, so there was this one girl. She's the main focus of today's little rant. I don't know how long today's rant is gonna be, but she's the main focus of it. Let's brainstorm a nickname. I don't know what a nickname should be, so we're just gonna call her Girly. And then my friend, her nickname can be Sorry, I'm like terrible at this. Because I'm trying to think of nicknames that like aren't super close to her regular name, because the nicknames that I've given her are really close to her actual name. We'll call her Bieber. Bieber. But yeah, so Bieber and I have been really good friends since the 8th grade. Love her tons. And going to the school, met her friends, all kinds of stuff like that. I'm getting better at like talking to her friends more, and they're being nicer. Yeah, they're really cool. It's cool. Football game, the first football game of the season, so like weeks ago. First football game of the season. Me, Bieber, Girly, and her boyfriend now wasn't her boyfriend at the time. They actually ended up getting together later that night, or like the next day, or something like that. Yeah. And so meeting them was super cool, super fun. Girly was really nice. This sounds so strange. Girly was really nice. We got along, I thought we got along great. And, like, I don't know, I just thought that we got along good, and that it was all good, it was fine. We talked about boyfriends and how our football team sucks, because our school football team is really, really bad. Just all kinds of stuff like that. We were laughing and having fun, whatever, and she was, like, apologizing for, like, acting tired, because to be fair, the games do run kind of late, and stuff like that. And we were talking, we were having fun, we were chatting it up. And then like the next week, she just like, I don't know, like it's just totally like she didn't even know me. And like she's still like, if we're walking in the halls, if it's me walking in the hall by myself and like I pass by her and like I wave or like I do like a little like smile thing, she won't smile back. And I know that she sees me because she'll look straight at me and then she'll just keep walking past me. But if I'm with Bieber and she does that, then Girly will like stop and like say hi to both of us, or she'll smile and wave at both of us or whatever. So I don't know if she's like, I don't know why she does that, but yeah. Yeah. And then Wednesday of last week, because it's Tuesday now, so Wednesday of last week, we were talking about something, and Girly was like, oh yeah, I've known Bieber since freshman year, and we've been friends since freshman year, and like blah blah blah. And she was looking like right at me, and she's like, yeah, I remember we met freshman orientation, she's been my day one, like we're day ones. And like staring at me, and I was like, okay, I get it, you're day ones, it's okay. But she was like, we're day ones, we've known each other since freshman year, like blah blah blah. And like she didn't say it like aggressive like how I just did, but she was saying it in like a very like, you know, like that's my friend kind of thing. And so I was like, okay. And like if we're all like standing together, like she will bring up like inside jokes that they have, and I think it's just a way of like, that's my friend, like that's my friend, we hang out every day, like that's my friend kind of thing. And like we'll be talking about something and she'll immediately switch to like, oh yeah, you remember when this happened between us two, or like you remember when blah blah blah. And like, I don't know, I think that's very strange. And then Thursday Thursday of last week. It was me, Girly, Bieber, and then their other friend. And we were sitting in like a little circle in the shade. It was kind of hot last week. So we were sitting in like a little circle in the shade and stuff and just talking. And then out of nowhere, Girly's like, oh yeah, so Saturday you're coming over to my house and we're gonna go hang out, right? And Bieber was like, oh yeah, I still have to double check with my mom and like whatever. And sorry, I have hiccups. She was like, yeah, I still have to double check with my mom and like whatever. But yeah, and then she was like, okay, and then Sunday we're gonna go on a double date, right? And then Bieber was like, yeah, and they were talking about that. And then Bieber was like, oh, we should go on like a triple date thing, talking to me now too. She's like, we should go on like a triple date thing. And Girly goes, no, that's not a date, that's just like a hangout. Like that wouldn't be a date. That wouldn't be like a triple date. That would just be a hangout. That would be too many people. What is your issue? What is your issue? If it's a date, and a date, that's a triple date. That's a triple date. What? Anyways. But yeah. I don't know. I just feel like, I don't know. Oh my gosh. I am in a freshman theater class. Technically it's not a freshman theater class, it's just theater 1, which has a lot of freshmen in it. It's kind of unusual for a junior to be in a theater 1 class because, you'd usually expect them to be in the higher theater classes. But it is an all years class. Like any freshman through senior can be in there. And we have peer teachers, which are your peers as teachers. My peers, not superiors, peers. We have, in my theater class, we have 2 juniors and 2 seniors as our peer teachers. Peer teachers. And I am also a junior, so I'm the same age as them, and the power trip that these people are on. Oh my gosh, bro. What? And there's this one girl in there. I won't name any names, but why? She's so frustrating. For the assignment that we're working on right now is we're studying lines to like prepare to act out like scenes from like different plays or like TV shows or movies, like stuff like that, in front of the class with our group that like we chose. And oh my goodness, my freshman, she had her phone so that she could look up, or that she could like read the script because it was blocked on the computers. So she was trying to read one of the scripts that we were looking at on her phone. And oh my gosh, the peer teacher, she walks over, she goes, why do we have our phones out? Like she does a stupid voice. Why do we have our phones out? Can we put our phones away? I'm gonna throw you down the stairs. What? So then my freshman goes, I talked to Mr. And then the teacher's name. I talked to the teacher. I can have that. Like mocking her with the voice. And she's like, oh, okay. And then one of the other kids who was sitting there, he was like doing like ASL signs and stuff, and then the peer teacher was doing it back to him. He was like, oh, you were in ASL and like whatever, and she was like yeah, and he was like, he goes, how do you say I dislike you? And she does like the little like thing or like whatever it is, and the kid like was like and she goes, okay, that was rude. I am gonna send you up to the principal's office if you keep doing that. You're 16. I'm 16. We're 16. You don't have the authority that you think that you have over these 14-year-olds. If they see me as a buddy and a pal and a friend, guess what they see you as? Guess what they see you as? It's almost like you're not better than them. You're not better than anyone simply because you put your name on a list because you wanted to get put working with freshmen. Like, that doesn't make you better than anyone. What is wrong with you? What? And I was talking to my freshman about like one of the scenes that we were planning on doing. We didn't end up doing it, but one of the scenes we were planning on doing, we were talking about that, and here comes the first peer teacher I was talking about, and then another one. So this is a junior and a senior. Okay? Junior, senior, they come walking up to where my freshman and I are sitting, and they were like talking to us. We're like, okay guys, you need to get working on your scene. You need to get working on your scene. Keep in mind, we have like, I think like 4 weeks or something to do this, like to memorize and read all the lines and stuff. And today was supposed to be the day where we were picking out our scene, and we were actively speaking about picking out the scene that we were looking at. And they were like, okay guys, you need to be working on your scene right now. You need to be working on your scene right now. And so we were like, we are. Like, we're looking at the scene. And like, we showed her like the scene that we were reading through. And we were like, we're literally working on it right now. And they were like, okay, well, you need to be working on it. I need to hear you reading the lines. I need to hear you reading the lines. I need to hear you shutting the fuck up. What? Shut up. And just like the way that they speak, oh my gosh, they talk to these freshmen like they're nobody. You're only 2 years older than them. What? 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 I find it so, like, I understand just, like, I understand making fun of freshmen to a degree. Because, like, there's some stuff where it's, like, you know, like, just freshmen being freshmen. Like, there's some stuff like that, but, like, they're still people. They're still human beings. Why are you treating them like garbage? And they don't know that I'm a junior. So they treat me the same way because they assume that I'm a freshman, or at least a sophomore at most. Why are you treating me like garbage? Why are you treating these freshmen like garbage? Because what? Because you're 2 years older than them and you think that you're the shit? Like, what? What? No, you're a loser. You're a lame loser who thinks it's fun to make fun of little kids. You're a lame loser who thinks it's fun to make fun of 14-year-olds. Like, what? Or, like, I've heard people, like, in my grade and stuff, like, talking about, like, oh, like, why do freshmen look like that? Like, freshmen are so awkward, or, like, freshmen are so this, freshmen are so that. What? Why are you making fun of a brand new teenager, okay? Some freshmen are 13 years old. You're making fun of 13 to 14-year-olds because they're not yet like 15. It's too early in the year for that. Sorry. It's too early in the year for that, but like I just, why are you making fun of these fresh teenagers, these fresh high schoolers who went from being top dogs at middle school to being thrusted in to a campus with like 18-year-olds in it? Like, they're struggling to find who they are as they're merging from going from elementary school to middle school, which are relatively the same when it comes down to it. You can still get away with being awkward and weird and whatever, and then you go into high school and now you're transitioning from that into, now you have these responsibilities and you have to start acting like an adult now and like all these kinds of things, and they're still only 14 years old, okay? Most of them are just hitting puberty. Like, why are you so rude to these kids who are literally, they don't even know who they are, and you're just bullying them because they're awkward? Like, what? You're telling me that freshman year you knew exactly who you were stable in who you were, and you don't regret doing anything ever? You weren't peer pressured into anything, you didn't change up your style a million times, you didn't do stupid makeup sometimes, your hair didn't look weird. Like, you're telling me that everything you did from freshman year to now is 100% you're willing to stick with that because you're so perfect and awesome? Like, come on. It's okay to admit that you were goofy and awkward because it's freshman year. That's the whole thing. You're goofy and awkward. Like, what? Obviously you're gonna have moments where it's like, oh my god, I shouldn't have done that. Like, oh my god, that was so stupid. Like, it's, and you guys aren't making it any easier for these poor kids. Like, we're like a month into school, and you're making fun of them. For what? I remember being a freshman, and there was this upperclassman who was so rude to me for no reason. She was so rude. And like, she would like make fun of every little thing that I did because I had bangs and I didn't know how to take care of my hair properly. And so I had the bangs, and then they would like swoop out at the sides, and like they would get really, really frizzy, and like it didn't look good. I will admit, they didn't look good. And I wasn't very good at doing makeup or dressing or anything like that. So my outfits were funny, my hair looked weird, I would have like mascara all over my face and like stuff like that. Like, I was an awkward little freshman who had funny looking glasses, and like, and then there's upperclassmen who would make fun of me all the time and like make me feel like so bad for just being an awkward freshman. Like, what? And so just like remembering how I felt being that weird little freshman to now being the upperclassman and seeing people being so rude to these goofy little freshmen, it's just like, what? Like, what? Why? I have 3 freshmen, not including my brother, because he's not my freshman, but I have 3 freshmen. One of them she's just goofy. She's just a goofy little weird kid. And she's so fun. She doesn't care what anyone thinks about her. She's so just like authentically her. She's so awesome. She's a gotcha kid, which is amazing. She makes the most beautiful artwork ever, and she's just such like a cool kid. Like, she's so cool. And like, to think that there are upperclassmen who are probably gonna make fun of her, or who have made fun of her, or like just stuff like that. And to think, like, I just don't want her to change. Like, I don't, well, like, change is good, so I do want her to change in a way of like growing and maturing, but I don't want her to change in the way of like, oh, well, they made fun of me, so I'm gonna stop doing this, or like, oh, they made fun of me, so I'm not gonna dress this way, I'm not gonna do my hair this way, like stuff like that. Because she has like super beautiful curly hair, and I know people like upperclassmen who will make fun of her for that, and then she'll straighten it and damage it, whatever. So I know people that used to do that, and like, it's just so heartbreaking to see such a cool kid and know that she's like, I just don't want her to ever feel like she has to change anything about herself because, oh, well, someone's gonna make fun of me for it, or like, I just, like, they're making fun of me and like whatever, blah blah blah. I don't know. I'm yapping. I hope you understand what I'm saying. If you have an issue with me, comment. I don't know. Anyways, please like the video, subscribe, comment, do whatever. Please boost the video. Sorry I've taken forever to make a video. And I would like to say, guys, I've stated at the beginning of almost every single one of my videos for the past little bit, I'm 16. It's in my bio, I'm pretty sure. I put it on almost everything. I'm 16. I'm not gonna do a fucking swimsuit haul, you fucking weirdos. Jesus Christ. That's who you need. You need to seek Jesus Christ. Anyways. Bye. Love you. Remember to be kind. Mwah.